What's cracking, you people? Anansi here, and welcome back to Sudeki. In the last one, we finally made it to
We will
Sudeki,
never give in.
and we were, distracted by doing a couple of side quests. Side quests, just by looking around. Turns out the person looking for is actually further up the mountain, going up to Sudeki, but I want to go back to Opal and talk to her real fast. I want to test something at the moment.
Excuse me, my poor...
Okay. So, how this works is that I think, with the exception of one character, if you want to get side quests in Sudeki, you can't do it as, English or any other character. You have to do it as Buki. And since we know from last time that I accidentally spoiled that we get Buki as a character, but I think it's fairly obvious that we get her as a character. She's on the cover. She's inside the title crawl, inside the loading screen. So it's fairly obvious that she's a character that you get to play as. But I think in order to get a lot of side quests here, you have to speak to everybody as Buki. And as you can tell, in this climb up to the temple, was at the opening shot of Sudeki, you saw effigies carved into the mountain, Naruto style, for all four of the great heroes of legend. At least they're representative animals. The wolf, the cat, the dragon, and the eagle. Anyway, this is the man I want to talk to.
A royal princess here in our village. We are honored. I am Campos, Master Stonemason. You are welcome here in Sudeki.
What can you tell me about the carvings?
My family has always worked on these carvings. These heads represent the four champions of Omnia.
What can you tell me about the Arcanites?
Humans call them light spawn. They are born of the sunlight, but carry blackened souls.
Goodbye. Alright, so never mind then.
You are welcome to fight alongside me. I will need help against the Guardians of the Temple, for they have turned against us. The crystal must be kept safe. But you still have much to prove before I will allow the crystal to be taken back to Illumina.
That is why we are here, to help. We need the crystal safe. And the castle is, I assure you, the safest place to keep it.
There you are, Tal. I've been looking everywhere for you.
What are you doing here?
I came to help.
On your own?
Yes, on my own. So what's the plan?
I don't have time to argue with you, Ailish. Just go home. Please?
I'm sorry, Ailish, but you are the princess. You can't stay. It's too dangerous.
It's for your own good. What if something happens to you?
It might just as easily happen to me on the way back to the castle. A young princess sent into the unknown by a member of the elite guard and the trusted science officer. Now that would not look good in front of the queen, would it?
I have work to do.
You are the soldier, Tal. If Ailish stays, then she's your responsibility. Excuse me, Your Highness.
Come on.
Wait! I haven't told you the plan! Elko and Buki are going to secure the top half of the temple, which means we get to clear the ground floor.
And that's basically how it boils down. Gotta hand it to Ayla. She knows how to get what she wants. She pretty much told him, like, I could walk back, and I could tell that my mother that you two sent me back about a guard. And Elko's like, look, I'm a scientist, man. You're the soldier. You deal with this. Deuces. Anyway, let's go ahead and save real quick. Now let's head back down the mountain real fast, because I think we can head back down the mountain real fast and upgrade this weapon that we got for Tal in the last part. I believe we got the chain sword. Now, the chain sword only has one circle slot and one square slot, I believe.
You will need weapons and armor to enter the temple.
Okay, let's see what you have to offer. I talked to him earlier, so we have Do we have anything else we can put on here? Nothing at the moment. So let's go look at his chainsword. So the chainsword, what we're going to do is we're going to give the jagged edge. Gives it plus 10 damage. Now that we have that, we're also going to go ahead and further break this game in half by doing the Bat Fang and the Spirit Bite. I'm still going to be using Hookkin's Fate for the most part, but we will be swapping to the Chainsword eventually. I just happen to have enough money to be able to afford it right now. You might not. And being quite frank, now that I think about it, let me go ahead and check this. I meant to check this earlier. No, not that. We have it's Hunting Spear, Simple Spear. I wanted to check Mojo. So I remember correctly. So yeah, Tal is currently wielding the sword of Carrick Lore. How Carrick lost it, I have no clue. We're gonna go back to Huckins' Faith. I mostly want to carry Huckins' Faith because of the poison damage. Actually, this is an all-around better blade now I think about it. More info on the sword. Chainsword. A strong, powerful sword with several rune slots, making it highly upgradable. This sword is comprised of a sharp, toothed chain that is dragged around the blade by a motor at the hilt. It is powered by mystical energy, meaning it never runs out of power. Pretty much means we don't need gas. Histanica, don't think we had talked about this one. This staff curses the enemy, making them take double normal damage. Very powerful if used correctly. Harnessing the power of music, as the treble clef adorning its crown suggests, this staff sings in beautiful flute-like tones that plays a terrible curse on any would-be assailant. So there we go. So I guess yeah, we're not using Huckins' Fate anymore. We're going to use the Chainsword. Go figure. I'm going to do one more save. And finally enter Shidani, the Temple of Shidani Mo. Through, if memory serves correct, actually, we're actually entering through the mouth of Karistan the Wolf. Oh, I should also mention that between parts, I swapped up the AI. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but no, I did mention it, but I never got around to it. So in the settings. No, I mentioned it in a previous part, but I lost the footage to that. So, as you can see next to Tal and Ailish's name, you see an A and a D. I gave Ailish the D. But Tish. Anyway, I have Tal and Ailish set to attack and defend respectively. What attack does is it pretty much makes it where the AI character will constantly go after the enemy. Defend will kind of balance between attacking and defending against the enemy, and retreat will make it where you never attack the enemy at all. They will just run away. Alright, here we go. Spiders, because, it's always frickin' spiders. And they inflicted... and each one has a specific gimmick. Okay, so... Okay. Alright, okay, I forgot. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Witch's Kiss.
You can't resist my healing.
So what I was going to do is I thought you had to set it like a classic shooter where you set your secondary attack. And that in turn And that in turn allows you to, should be a, where is it, nope, not that. And that in turn will allow you, I've hit that too fast. That in turn will allow you to swap between your two most recent what's the word for here? Weapons, like a classic shooter. But what you do is you just hit X to cycle through what weapon you want, and there you go. So now, thanks to Histanica, Ailish now is doing double, is allowing Tal to do double damage to these enemies. Right, and that does that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to heal. Get tutorial for finding magically hidden items. Basically, it's a very, very simple puzzle. What you want to do is you want to despell the item, well, reveal the item, and then use Tal to push this away. Okay, my bad. I'm all getting turned around here. And push this in here. And then we're going to do this. Get 30 experience for that. Now, I just remembered that I forgot something, so we're going to cut back here. Never mind, the door is locked. Give me 1 second. I'm going to have to change something around. I'll cut back in a sec. So yeah, I'm coming back down to the storage tent. I meant to do this before we went into the temple and I completely forgot. You want to do this now because it's going to be a very long time before you can come back to do this later. Okay, so here we go. I believe you want to start off up here. Get this chest here.
All right.
50 florins. I'm going to take this here. Push that up. Grab this.
In the bag.
And I believe you want to grab this. Pull that back one. I believe you pull this back one. Yep, I missed the chest right there. I'm going to grab this. Push it out by 2.
All right.
And then grab this last chest over here.
Soldier's pay.
A lot of money we got here. We pretty much just robbed the Shadani people blind. Hopefully this doesn't mess up their economy. And with that, we're cutting back to the temple. So I want to show this off real fast before I get too into it. You can always swap between characters to have them select certain weapons without having to switch to them. So right now I got Ailish on the Histanica without having to actually switch to her to use it. To swap to it manually with the X button. So since we're doing this the second time around, I'm gonna go ahead and explain how these enemies work. You have your yellow spiders and your blue spiders. Your blue spiders you want to take care of as fast as possible because they because they deal poison damage. And poison can be very dangerous inside this game. Your yellow spiders deal slow. And that's pretty much it. Let me just solve this one more time. Because I'm an idiot, I got to go to the Sudeki stores area beforehand because, you know. So who needs to plan out a strategy for this stuff? Just do it by the seat of your pants. Just in here. But my question is, where are these Arcanites people warned us about? Let's explore the temple just a little bit more, see what we can find in here. Not much. Not much. Alright, well, let's keep it pushing. Got another save spot. They give you plenty of save spots around here, so if you ever need to, like, save inside in the middle of something, you can always do it. And we got a healing salve. It's 500 instead of 250. Now what's down here? The fountain room. Can't do anything with this. Those gates seem to be locked, so I can't do anything with this. Oh, I see a wall that Ailish can dispel. And a chasm that Ailish cannot jump across. Okay then. Well, that kind of kills that move, doesn't it? Healing ointment. An emerald panacea that cures poison. We're probably going to need this more than anything else. So let's go to our hot bar. And sort. Emerald panacea. Quick shot. Boom. Confirm. So there we go. Can't do anything with that, so just got to come back here later. Why does it always have to be spiders? I mean, seriously, guys. I mean, I know why personally, but I don't have to like it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this playthrough is I think the first time I'm actually using Histanica in any kind of legit way. Oh, also the yellow spiders are ranged attacks, and yes, the spiders do have hands. Because, of course, why have nightmare fuel when you can't go all the way? Am I right, Gilla? Am I right, people? Okay, this is my first time to use this Histanica. I actually usually use raw damage weapons, but using Histanica like this, actually pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Just goes to show you, when you experiment with gameplay, you'd be surprised what you can do. But it does mean that I end up breaking the game even more than I originally intended. Let's ascend this spiral corridor. Spiral ramp, anyway. At least it's handicap accessible. Give it to the Danny people. Got more sparkles here. Eagle chamber. Okay then. So let's go ahead and dispel this chamber. Dispel this room. And we see an effigy to Mo. Well, let's grab some yellow incense. You have picked up a handful of yellow incense. You can only carry one incense at a time, though. If you try to carry another one, it gives you this. You can only carry one handful of incense at a time. I mean, I got two hands. We're just gonna drop in the yellow incense to the burner. Burner of the burner's turns. this thing. So then let's go ahead and grab the blue incense and add it to the, it's your basic color puzzle, you know? Add blue incense to the burner. Did I do that wrong? Not did that right. Okay, just double checking. I thought I did that wrong for a second. You want to do the green one first. This is how you get goodies. Treasure room. Oh, close quarters combat. Tal, you're up. I just two-shot that guy. Let's know what's inside this eagle chest.
Alright.
An eagle totem. This means we can head back to Death Shrine of Libertas. Empty chest, probably plundered when the spiders invaded. Interesting. Who had the balls to go check this thing? Jojo now reduced to dust. Who had the balls to come in here and try to, you know, loot while there are spiders going crazy? I mean, I'm just saying, no treasure's worth this much to me. Treasure of the shenanigans ruined by the blue spider's acidic webbing. The Rivers of Shani tries once fabulous riches, now rotting. Well, I guess since we've done that, let's go ahead and do the next color puzzle. Let's go ahead and grab the red incense, shall we? And add it to the fire. And then we go ahead and grab some blue. And once again, add it to the fire to make purple. The color of the greatest Jedi ever lived. So my experience, did we level up at all? No, we didn't. Okay, just want to double check. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and head on up here. And we have two new characters, Buki and Elko, which we will explore next time. I've been Anansi, and I will catch you later. Peace.